Pisces, welcome to my channel. Let's see what the spiritual messages are looking like in terms of what you need to know. Any information that you may be looking for will be listed in the description, so just check there if you're doing a personal session with me, or if you want to follow me on any of my other social media sites. And make sure you subscribe, hit the like button so that you can get my future videos in your algorithm, because the YouTube algorithm works like that. And yeah. All right, Pisces, what's going on? What are the spiritual messages my Pisces need to hear? So we have joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. We also have finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Hey, golden heart. We also have vast vistas, expand your horizons. Okay, interesting. Okay, so the message from your spiritual team, what you need to know, there's a need for you to be happy with who you are, where you're at this present moment. When you are constantly in the space of needing like a sign or something outside of you to say, okay, this is, a sign to be happy. No. True joy is something that you can tap into irregardless of what your situation is consistent of, because outside circumstances can't really take your joy away, whether that's money, whether that's, relationships, whatever that may be. It could add to your sense of happiness, but it's not the source of it. The source of it is something that's internal. So Spirit wants you to kind of get back to returning to source in terms of where your true joy comes from, whether that's being creative, whether that's being around your family, whatever your source of joy may be, that's not something that money could buy, or it can just be taken away because it's temporary. It is important. Also, Spirit is asking you to go out of your comfort zone in terms of either the type of people that you like to date, or the spaces that you hang in, or the people that you hang around, especially if you are realizing that there's a lot of like resistance in, Spirit showing you constantly in you being around certain individuals that this is a bad sign, or you doing X, Y, and Z that this may not necessarily be working. So the advice may be not to try harder, but to try differently. Try a different approach. Be open to expanding the way that you do things. Okay, let's keep going. Pisces, what is the spiritual message they need to know at this moment? What is the spiritual message my Pisces need to know at the moment? We have flying that flipped out. We have gentle gardener. And we also have peaks of joy. Okay, so flying talks about seeing things from a higher perspective, being able to see that the journey is not just black and white, and there's twists and turns, and there's, ever evolving things that happen on the journey of life, of course. So it's important that some of you guys don't get into this energy of just looking at the current moment. It's quite easy to get caught up in like, oh, I don't see how this is going to happen, or, oh, I don't see, this changing, or I don't know how that's going to change. Well, 5 years from now, you are definitely going to be in a different space. So keep that in the back of your head. And it's so funny that we have peaks of joy and then we have joy and delight. So there's a huge emphasis on the message of finding that internal happiness. Okay, and that could sometimes be a lifelong journey, because as you keep learning about yourself, you uncover that there's different things that do actually make you happy, and also the things that bring you that sense of joy, true sense of joy, that could always, like I said, be something that you're on the hunt of discovering. But let me clarify this. Why is this showing up so much? Some of you guys have been operating out of this energy of making decisions based off of fear, or what you don't want to experience being in the back of your head, and like letting this internal warning system that's supposed to, of course, keep you from bad situations be on 24/7. It's like living in fight or flight mode. And you don't have to be in that energy. The message here is Spirit wants you to know you don't have to be in that energy of like feeling like you have to fight for your life anymore, because you're not you're not in any like dire situation or immediate danger if you are like worried about that in any way. Okay. What deck? Oh, this one. And then we're gonna pull some tarot cards towards the end for you, Pisces. What is the spiritual team? We have soul. No, not soul. Star ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. We have arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. And we also have fire guardian. Ignite your passion. So yeah. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition will never steer you wrong, okay? If your spirit is saying, I don't want to go to this place because I feel like something's going to be energetically off if I go there. Or I don't think that this may be a good opportunity for me because X, Y, and Z. Or I don't think I should. Whatever you are feeling, listen, okay? Listen, 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 listen. And the worst thing that you could do is have an intuitive nudge and then don't listen to it, and then turn around and it's like, dang, I should have listened to myself. So yes, especially when it comes to surrounding yourself around the right people, surround yourself with protective energy. Of course, your spiritual team is going to look out for you and keep you from, you know, harm's way. But you want to be mindful of like intentionally putting yourself in spaces where you know people may not mean you any good. Because then at that point, how can spirit really protect you? Because now they're like just kind of all up in your energy at that point. But also with Ignite Your Passion, some of you like have maybe taken too long of a break when it comes to your creative passions, and that may have been the source of creative block. So you don't have to full on go into creative mode. You don't feel like it, but at least get yourself up. You know, if you play instruments, sit in front of the instrument, pick up the instrument and see what you play. And then maybe you'll be struck with inspiration. Or if you're into painting, pick up the paintbrush and paint whatever you feel in the moment. And maybe that starts to jog some sort of like creative passion again if you've been just feeling a little bit off with that. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say. Pisces, what spiritual messages do they need to know in this current moment? So yeah, you know exactly what you need to do with the Queen of Swords, and you're very clear on everyone's intentions around you. Now it's about cutting ties, cutting association. Okay, also when it comes to finances, it's about buckling down. Being very mindful in terms of stress spending is also what I'm hearing. Some of you could do this thing where when things are just kind of overwhelming, you may go on a little shopping spree. Okay, you may spend a little bit of money. But yes, being more, or if it's not a shopping addiction, this could be just being more mindful around how you're leveraging your money. Okay, some of you, I feel like you want to get into like investing, or you want to see your money kind of do something, right? So Spirit is saying definitely setting aside like an emergency fund, or just setting aside a little bit of money so that you can feel like you're, you know, managing your finances in a more responsible way. I also have the Seven of Wands, the Empress, the Crone of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, Spirit wants you to know that you've been doing a great job at sidestepping a lot of challenges or issues that could just stem from either other people energetically projecting, or like just little incidental issues coming up, little things that pop up out of nowhere. You guys have been stepping up to the plate and doing your best in terms of not letting these obstacles or issues throw you off completely. Okay, and Spirit wants you to pat yourself on the back for that, because there has been moments where you could have given in to the pressure. You could have said, you know what, I'm not strong enough for this, but you decided to keep going. So that in itself is a beautiful thing. So pat yourself on the back. I also have like I said, I have the Empress here. The Empress talks about abundance. It talks about fertility. This is the mother figure or the mother archetype in the tarot. So with you having the Empress here, if you are a mother or if you are a parent in any degree, if you've been in this energy of like stressing about your child or worried about your child is perfectly fine. If you're pregnant at the moment, because this is the energy of, like I said, fertility, your pregnancy is fine. It's essential though that you are taking care of yourself health-wise. Okay, Spirit is definitely emphasizing that maybe there's certain things you need to cut out of your diet. Certain things you just need to be mindful of in terms of your health, like overworking yourself or stressing out or being in your head or doing too much strenuous stuff. Okay, I'm also hearing time management. Some of you have not been getting enough rest. Not getting enough rest, or like you stay up late at night just kind of thinking about it all. And yeah, at night is not a good time to be trying to seek understanding or get answers to things that are on your mind. All it's going to do is just make you ruminate on things that you can't necessarily change or not really come to the best conclusions at night, you know, because that's when we're the most anxious and whatnot. But with the Eight of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Fool card, and the Knight of Cups, if you've been in this energy of wanting to like travel or relocate to a different part of the world, and you've been like stopping yourself mainly because you don't feel like you have the answers around a relationship and you don't want to leave because of them, or you've been, I don't know, maybe waiting for that confirmation to say, okay, I'm free to take that leap of faith and maybe travel or maybe do things that put me out of my comfort zone. This is the confirmation to go for it. I mean, yeah, you may not know how that's going to turn out, but at least you tried is the message here. At least try, at least put yourself in the line of opportunity, because just like how you don't know what's going to pan out, what if it's even better than you could have imagined? What if it's even better? Okay, I have the Strength card, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. So if you are dealing with the Leo, who could be very avoidant or a little bit confrontational, doesn't even have to be a Leo specifically, but someone who could be very like in their ego at times and very confrontational. They don't really want to get to the root of the issue. They just want to kind of like project that energy back onto you whenever you try to confront them or try to get straightaway answers from them. It's important that you see through the gaslighting, okay? Especially if this person has like lied to you, blatantly lied to you, or hasn't been all the way honest, and they do this like game of trickery. You have to see through it. You have to see through it and be strong enough to not participate in it as well. Because the Five of Swords is one of those trickier cards where you have to know what, you have to know what battles to get into or choose your battles wisely, basically. Okay, this could be in the workplace. This person could be like the king or queen of gaslighting, trying to create problems and make it seem like maybe you're delusional in terms of what you're noticing or what you're picking up on. Altogether, it's just in your best interest to just kind of stay away from any situation that gives that energy, okay? But yeah, this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and did give you insight for what Spirit wants you to know in this current moment. If you did enjoy, definitely thumbs up the video and subscribe so that you never miss a beat. All right, I will talk to you later. No problem, Golden. Thank you.